Now we've come a long way in this build series so far, and I think one thing that needs to go back on the bike is this. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. All right, so before we actually get this on the bike, what you need to do is a few things on the computer side. So go to DynoJet's website, download their software to actually tune the Powercommander, and then once you have that downloaded, you can follow their tutorial on how to do so. You actually need to get the Powercommander out of the box and the provided USB cable. Go ahead, plug that in the side of the Powercommander as well as into the computer, and from there, all you really need to do is load the software or the pre-tuned file that you received, like mine was from Rottweiler Performance, and actually a few clicks away load it onto the Powercommander itself. It's fairly simple. I know this is a quick walkthrough, but I'll put the links down below of the great resources in the YouTube video I specifically watched from DynoJet that helped me through this. Now I've done it before, and this will be the second time that I've done this after the whole debacle of everything not working because of that Powercommander.
No! God, please, no!
But first things first, we're gonna need to remove some things from the bike to get access to all the ports and plugs that I need to get access to. So let's start by getting at least some of the plastics and at least the air box off today, so that we have better access when we get after it tomorrow. So here we go. Now to get this factory airbox off, there's two plastic pieces on either side that kind of hold this whole assembly on. So let's start taking those off as well as this top piece here. Of course. Where in the hell did that fucking go?
I'm not a joyride, a hit and run. I thought I loved you and you thought I was fun. I'm moving.
All right, so now that we're at this point, I've got to loosen two hose clamps, one right here and one right here, so we can wiggle this out to get that sensor unplugged. So let's move this back.
Down the road. Watch me as I go, watch me as I go.
So now it just comes down to muscling this thing out of here, hoping I don't have to take this side off. So let's give it a shot. I hope I didn't forget anything. Did I? I don't know, we'll find out. I did. Yep. 2 bolts on either side. That'll do it. Didn't I say I've done this once before?
Why the fuck you lying?
Don't break your voice. I'm moving on.
There we go. That plug's off. Tucked out of the way. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to remove all that. All right, now that I presumably have everything off, this should just come out. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna be quite upset.
I got a new love. He runs from
Right here shall be good enough, because then I can get to everything I need to get through. Now I'm gonna start at the back of the bike here, so I can actually mount the Powercommander. I'm gonna need to get this ECU out of the way. And then from there, I'll have to remove this bracket. Now, if you can see, I've already cut this bracket down a good amount just to fit the Powercommander between these two, you know, the bracket and this wall right here. So you might have to cut yours and shave it down a little bit. But let's get that bracket out of the way, as this entire thing looks now just like a complete and total frickin' mess. All right, so pre-tuned Powercommander, ready to go. I'll leave you right there, don't fall. Take the negative side of this battery off. now getting it through to at least the front portion of the bike. If I could get this airbox out of the way, it would look a little better. But right now, I cannot. So, first thing we need to go for is the throttle position sensor. So then this is the throttle position sensor there. And on the Powercommander, you're gonna notice it's the big one. I can get it around here. It's gonna need to come down through here and sort of piggyback. So you plug the Powercommander side here into this position, and the factory plug goes into the Powercommander plug, so it kind of routes itself. So let's get in there. Powercommander side, that's got to go back in, and dummy side that the factory unit's got to plug into. Ready? Here's factory. Wrong side. That side. Click. All right. Powercommander. Click. There we go. Now we got our crank position sensor, which is located right here. So I'll have to, there we go, feed these pieces underneath and repeat the process. Remember, dummy plug goes in one way, Powercommander plug goes the other way. I'm gonna go ahead and just tuck those back underneath. All right, next one's fairly easy, our fuel injector, which is actually right on the top here. Super simple. Pull it out, repeat the process. Bink. And bink. There we go. Fairly simple. Looks like we only got one more set to go. All right, and last one. Now we're on to the coil packs. So I'm gonna route this up underneath. All right, so we've got our inner and outer coil packs represented with a black plug and a white plug. Now on the Powercommander, this green set will go on the inside, and this blue and white set will go to the outside. So let's get into it. And bink. All right. There we go. That should be everything. I guess last few bits here are simply, yeah, it should be fine right there. Last few bits are putting everything back together. Let's make sure. So that's the kit in a nutshell. It's on there. Now I gotta go back through, tidy up the wires, and get all this plastic off my desk. So let's hope we can get that freaking airbox back on. Alright, so the bike's all back together. Eventually. Took a little bit longer, and then obviously life got in front of it, but we still gotta check one more thing. I need to make sure it runs after all this work. So, fingers crossed. Good signs, good signs. Here we go. That's good enough for me. All right. Whew. Thank you for joining me on this journey on how to install a Powercommander 5 on your KTM 690 SMCR. Now it's finally back on there, so you can stop asking me if I'm actually running it or not. It's been long overdue, but again, crossing my fingers I don't have this issue again this winter. I'm gonna try a few different things, but that'll come later. So, still got more to do as we're rolling through. Not even halfway. Alright, thanks for watching. As always, keep riding.